Today we're going to be practicing the letters.
Hey guys, so I'm here with 5 easy ways to help your kids practice handwriting and pre-writing skills. So right here you can see me using chalk to write a letter on the ground, and I'm going to have Ellie dip a paintbrush in some water, and she's going to paint over the letter so that she can practice writing the letter. And while she's doing that, she's holding the paintbrush the same way that she would hold a pen or pencil. She's practicing her fine motor skills as well as her grip. So if your child is trying really hard to master handwriting, but they're having problems holding the pen the right way, this is perfect for them. Practicing anything using the hand grip and fine motor skills is great practice. Okay, so since Sadie's a little bit younger, I start with her with just straight lines. So you can do straight lines, squiggly lines, and just have them practice going straight from top to bottom down. You can do left to right across, and just practicing the pre-writing skills. So maybe they're not ready for letters yet. This would be great for kids that are 2, 3, 4 years old to just practice holding the paintbrush the right way and practice fine motor skills and using their hand in a new kind of way. So once Sadie completed several straight lines, I had her practice doing a circle, which was a little bit harder obviously, but she still had fun with it. And to me, if they're working on fine motor skills and learning the grip and how to hold something like a paintbrush, a pen, a pencil, and they're having fun, then it's a win-win. Okay, so the second way to practice handwriting and pre-writing skills with your kiddos is perfect for summer. So grab some ice cubes, and you're going to have them hold the ice cube, preferably the way that they'd be holding a pen, and they're going to practice writing with it. So it's a little bit hard. It took a second for Sadie to get the grip right. And obviously the ice needs to melt a little bit in order for it to start writing. But once I kind of showed Sadie how to write it and how to hold it and how to write it, she started to get the hang of it and started doing her like pre-writing straight lines and was able to go on from there. So there she's doing a circle and she's really, really getting the hang of it. So this is Macy. She's 7. Obviously it's a lot easier for an older kid to be able to do something like this. So she's there writing an M, and then you have Ellie writing an S. So the older kids are going to be able to do it a little bit easier than the small kids, but it's a really fun way. You're kind of racing against the clock as the ice melts, and it's just something fun to do outside. So you're outside, you're playing with ice, and you're learning. Okay, so number 3 is shaving cream. I know it's really messy, but kids love it, and that's why it works so well, because they'll sit there as long as you'll let them and play with the shaving cream. So squirt some shaving cream on a table, or if you want to lay out a tablecloth and squirt it on that, one of those plastic throwaway ones, go after it. But have them spread out the shaving cream with their hands, and then you're going to have them write in it with their fingertips. So you can see Sadie right here is drawing a circle or doing an O with her fingertip, and she's practicing her shapes. And then it's really easy just to rub over it and get it ready for the next letter. So there she's doing her straight little lines, which I call like the pre-writing skills, to just practice different shapes and going up and down, and you're kind of figuring out, how your hand works and getting ready. So they had a lot of fun. This is probably their favorite way to work on handwriting. They had a lot of fun playing with the shaving cream. Obviously, it's very messy, which I think is why they love it so much. So then after a while, I gave Sadie a Q-tip to use to kind of practice holding the Q-tip the same way that you would hold a pen, because she was doing so well with her finger. And so this is kind of getting them closer to the idea of actually writing. So she's holding the Q-tip now, and she's writing in the shaving cream, doing her pre-writing squiggles. So there's Ellie spreading it out. Ellie had a lot of fun with it. She's going to do a letter E for her name. She had a lot of fun getting messy. So Ellie wanted to practice the Q-tip too, and she did a really good job doing nice, neat letters with the Q-tip. And then there she is with her finger writing out her name. So I'm really not kidding when I say that they would do this all day if I let them. So that really cute butterfly Ellie drew with her fingers, which I thought was so cute. But even my 7-year-old Macy sat there and wanted to just play with it, to draw pictures and do letters, and they had so much fun. So this is definitely something to add to your list of things to do. Okay, the 4th way that I have is also a little bit messy, so bear with me, but it's paint. So have your kiddo use paint and a Q-tip. So the Q-tip, once again, helps your kid kind of hold it with the same grip they would with a pen or pencil, which is great practice. and she's tracing over something that I did. So these are not even printed off sheets. This is just cardstock that I use a Sharpie and I wrote letters on for her to do. So she's tracing over the letters with her Q-tip and paint to practice writing that way. So Sadie really had a lot of fun with this. Once again, anything messy, whether it's shaving cream or paint or anything that's going to cause a mess, is super fun to my kids. And so there's Ellie. So for Ellie, instead of doing basic letters, I did her name, and then I did some sight words that we're working on. So whatever you're doing, sight words, letters, even just the pre-writing straight lines and squiggles, they're going to have fun practicing, and it's just such a good way to practice the fine motor skills and the grip. Okay, and since Macy's a little bit older and she doesn't really need to work on her handwriting skills as much, she just sat there and kind of did little doodles. So she did a butterfly and just kind of dot painting. So she had a lot of fun just using the Q-tip to do dots. So this could be a great activity for even kids in middle school, high school, to do a really detailed dot kind of picture using the Q-tip. Okay, so now we're moving on to number 5. So the last and final way that we're going to talk about today to practice handwriting is with salt. So I just poured some salt on a paper plate, nothing fancy here, and just kind of shake it out so that it's flat, covering the surface, and have them practice with their fingertip writing in the plate. So Sadie is doing an O, and she's practicing doing an S, and just practice doing all kinds of squiggles. So if you want, you could certainly have them do the Q-tip in the salt tray as well to hold something kind of like a pen. They could even use a pencil, the end with the eraser end, or whatever you want. But she had a lot of fun just playing with her fingertip, practicing doing the letter, and obviously shaking it back and forth was really fun too, to get the letter to disappear. So she sat and did this for a long time, much longer than I would have thought. It really held her attention. So even if you're just looking for something to pass the time during the crazy life that we're living right now, this is a great just activity to keep them busy. She would have done this all day, like the shaving cream. She really loved this one. Okay guys, so that's really it. Those are the 5 different ways that we've been practicing handwriting and pre-writing skills. So just remember, anything that's working on fine motor skills, using their hands, working on grip, is great for writing and pre-writing skills. And of course, if it's messy, it's even more fun. So I enjoyed making this video for you guys. I plan to be doing more homeschool videos just because we're going to be homeschooling for the first time ever. So if I learn things along the way, I will make videos and share with you, as I'm assuming many of you might be homeschooling for the first time too. So I'd love to hear from you. Comment below if you're new to homeschooling like me, or if you're like a homeschool rock star. I would love for you to comment below, share resources and insight and advice and anything you have. But most of all, we love hearing from you guys. Since we're not going to school, you guys are our little community. So hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Make sure you subscribe for more videos. Give this video a big thumbs up.